Glenn Greenwald, the journalist for The Guardian, who was instrumental in conjunction with Edward Snowden in revealing the major information coming out of the NSA in regard to data mining, wiretapping, and all of the various ways that our privacy is being destroyed day by day in the United States, is not done with his leaks and his revelations yet. While the piece that he's referring to in the video we're going to show you is not yet revealed, he's going to give us a little taste of what more the NSA is doing to break our privacy rights. Let's watch.
It talks about how a brand new technology enables the National Security Agency to redirect into its own repositories 1 billion cell phone calls every single day. 1 billion cell phone calls every single day. What we are really talking about here is a globalized system that prevents any form of electronic communication from taking place without its being stored and monitored by the National Security Agency. It doesn't mean they're listening to every call. It means they're storing every call and have the capability to listen to them at any time. And it does mean that they're collecting millions upon millions upon millions of our phone and email records. It is a globalized system designed to destroy all privacy.
So I have to say that when I first saw that video, I was astounded by the number there. 1 billion phone calls every single day. I understand that we have some powerful computers in the world now, but that still seems pretty mind-boggling. I also wouldn't have guessed that there even were 1 billion phone calls a day, but hey, I guess Glenn Greenwald knows better than me. But anyway, so just as we had to try to figure out in the wake of the data mining, the wiretapping, the recording of phone information, the ability to tap into computers and things like that, the real question coming out of this newest revelation is, will the American public care at all? Now, the political class, us pundits, believe of course they're going to care about it. Their rights are being taken away. This is hardly American. It's super unconstitutional. And yet, we've seen the surveys coming out of the last few weeks after the previous rounds of revelations coming out of Greenwald and Snowden, and the American public doesn't seem to care as much as we would hope. So, latest polls coming out of during June said that when weighing the competing interests of investigating terrorism by invading our privacy in this way, and concerns for their privacy, people 62% to 34% were more worried about national security. Now, I believe that this is kind of a false framing of what's up at stake right now. It's a false dichotomy. Having these programs does not mean that we're going to stop terrorism. After all, we had the Boston bombings long after these programs were put in place. And so I have to say that as someone who follows politics very closely, has a lot of hope for the future of America, it's more than a little disheartening that the American public doesn't seem to care about their constitutional rights being shredded. Now, I hope that Glenn Greenwald, in revealing this, and granted, this was at the Socialism Conference in Chicago, not going to get a lot of coverage. Perhaps when he actually publishes his piece revealing this information, there will be more coverage of it. I hope that people will care. I hope that when he reveals the other little juicy tidbits about the NSA that we don't currently know, that people will care. Something needs to be done, because really, I think Obama and the government, and also the Republicans, hoping that they will be in power in the next few years, they're watching to see what the response of the American public is going to be to this information coming out. And if 2 to 1 people think it's perfectly fine, why would the government do anything to curtail these actions? If anything, they would expand them in the future. It's only natural. The American public seems to be saying, we're okay with it. And that, as a liberal, I think is extremely unfortunate.